What is going on, crypto community, and welcome back to another Cryptoverse video. Today we're going to be checking out an interview from Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian. We've been talking about him for a while on our channel, guys, so you're probably familiar with his face if you're not new. But he's basically going to be talking about QNT, Overledger, and how they solve the interoperability issue. We're also going to be checking out Quant's price for the day and how it's been behaving. But first, of course, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our uploads. As you guys know, we produce the best, highest quality crypto videos on this platform. As you guys already know by now, if you're not new, nothing that we say in these videos is financial advice, so please do your own research before investing into the market. Now, before we get into the main part of the video, I want to give you guys an opportunity to unlock $100,000 in bonuses with an insane 15% trading fee discount just by signing up to the Fairdesk crypto launchpad. If you want to trade cryptocurrency with zero risk, with high returns, then keep watching. It's a platform where basically that has some growing hype around it. I've been hearing about it for a while now, and I'm currently actually using this platform myself to trade. Reason being is you have total freedom with Fairdesk, unlike some other exchanges. There is no need for KYC or VPN. You can trade securely and anonymously, making money without any hassle. You can also use up to 125x leverage, and if you sign up using the link in the description below, you can unlock a trading fee discount of 15%, meaning you can make all your trades with minimal risk. As you guys can see, it has various options like spot, buy crypto, earn, trading, competition, etc. The best thing about it is you can get up to $100,000 in trading bonuses, meaning you don't need real funds to start trading and making money on Fairdesk. They will fund you with the bonuses and you can use to trade however you like. It's that easy, making money with cryptocurrency with minimal risk, so sign up using my link in the description down below. Now let's hop into the video that we talked about. As you guys can see, constructortrader.eth, we've featured him for a while on this channel. He's been a regular tweeter, so make sure to check his account out. Listen to QNT CEO talk here. We are world leading in the interoperability space. There is no second best to QNT Overledger. Act accordingly. Hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag ETH, hashtag Quant, hashtag crypto. Without further ado, let's see what Gilbert has to say this time.
A lot of these innovations have been, I suppose, developed in the blockchain space. So where did Quant come into this? So how are Quant affecting these developments?
So we're a technology company where we are the infrastructure and the platform to be able to use different types of digital assets, interoperate with different types of blockchain networks, but also integrate very seamlessly for banks, central banks and institutions into their payment flows, into their banking flows, and into their core banking. So we are the world leading in this space, and we're quite proud of the work that we've done with central banks like the Bank of England and helping shape the future of what digital assets and tokenized money is going to look like.
So like he said, they're the first and the only company and enterprise actually solving this interoperability issue, so for that is the biggest reason why this hype is around them, and them specifically. No one else is even close to them.
If we look at across the world, a lot of central banks are trialing these CBD systems. It looks like of all the industrial nations, China is slightly ahead. If China does get ahead and maybe there's a delay in outputting a digital dollar or digital pound or digital euro, could this affect the hierarchy of dominant currencies in the world?
We don't see the risk of the US dollar not becoming the reserve currency in the near future. There's a lot of initiatives that China is involved in, the Belt and Road Initiative to help streamline how they get paid in renminbi. That is not as big as the reserve currency of the US dollar, and it won't likely be in the near future. Where it goes, it's to be seen, but it's something us as the UK we're aware of, we're looking at. But our position is there could be an opportunity for the UK to be the neutral digital pound that's preferred for digital transactions in the future.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty good news for all my UK fans out there. The UK can actually become the neutralizer in this new age digital system. China won't likely become the top currency, as Gilbert said, despite growing concerns. So yeah, that's always good.
There's an opportunity for us to be able to not be involved in the geopolitical debate, but also be innovative and be agile and provide a new form of currency that is preferred for most transactions that are digital.
If we look at where the UK pound is in its pilot and its scheme to become to create a digital pound where the Treasury are at, how far or how ahead are they with the ECB in Europe and with the Federal Reserve?
I think Europe as a whole is quite ahead compared to the US. The US has been a bit distracted and regulation hasn't been very clear cut for the markets and businesses to understand what do they mean and how do they apply. So I think Europe has been very proactive. We've understood what the potential can do very early on, and we've implemented the right frameworks in place to be able to clearly state this is what a digital asset can do, this is what's regulated, this is what regulation it falls in, and that's given clarity to institutions and to financial services to be able to adopt it in a safe and regulated way. So I think as a whole, we'll see the issuance of a digital euro, a digital pound in the next couple of years in pilot and in testing, and then it will go live if that's the decision by the end of the decade.
Yeah, so interesting thing he said there. Why do you guys actually think that Europe and England are ahead of America despite its booming economy at the moment? Or maybe not booming, but dominant as they always are. Why are Europe and America, or Europe and England, ahead of America for the digital asset? Make sure to let me know in the comments below.
Consumers and businesses to use.
There seems to be an argument as well, particularly from people in the crypto space, that they're looking at the governments around the world kind of using the innovations from the blockchain space to create their own CBDC projects from scratch, and they point to the likes of public networks like the Ethereum network, and they say, well, why don't they just produce a CBDC and run it on an already robust, tried and tested blockchain, i.e. Ethereum? What would you say to such an argument?
Yeah, that's an interesting question from the interviewer right there, and let's see what Gilbert actually has to say regarding such an issue.
We don't see that likely happening, and the reason being is when you run a payment infrastructure, it's deemed critical national infrastructure. That there has to be resilience, security, confidentiality, integrity, availability, everything built in, because the country relies on that infrastructure, and that's what we've got today. So all the payment institutions are running on 100% available payment infrastructure because the economy depends on it, the country depends on it. So the central bank digital currency infrastructure has to match or be even better than what we've got today. And putting that on public blockchains is not the answer. There are multiple public blockchains out there, but there are multiple limitations of public blockchains. You do not have the ability to fix an issue that happens. It's outside of your control, it's decentralized, it's permissionless. You do not have the ability to 100% trust the security of it, and we've seen time and time again with not properly implemented projects in DeFi and crypto constantly being hacked because they've had a very amateurish view of security, or they haven't programmed to the right level and haven't had the experience to program to the right level the security requirements built into a payment system. The payment systems that we have today have been running at 100% available with no downtime, with no security incidents or compromises for the last 10 plus years. So we are going to see the same level of security and resilience built into CBDC networks, because they're going to have the same levels of security controls, the same level of protection that we have today. So
yeah, so interesting point on the whole security issue. As you guys know, Gilbert has been working in cybersecurity for 20 plus years before actually starting this project, so he would know a thing or two about security. And yeah, he also mentioned like how some projects quickly get hacked from starting. So yeah, I don't think that will happen to Quant or anything else that he's been talking about. So yeah,
it will be unlikely and it'll be very difficult to hack because it will be pretty much the same infrastructure at the same level of security as today's payment infrastructure.
Going forward, is there going to be a complete migration to CBDCs, or is it going to sort of live alongside cash?
We see a coexistence of cash, electronic money of today, and CBDCs. And there'll be different forms of payments that you use. Some will be the same as it is today, like direct debits, but they could be smart direct debits as a new innovative direct debit that is released by one of the banks. So we're going to see that small transition into a better, smarter way of managing money with the new technology. And eventually they will either match or people will prefer something that's better for them or gives them more features than what they've got today.
Gilbert.
Yeah, so that was the video, guys. Again, very insightful from Gilbert, like always. You guys know how much we love him on this channel. And yeah, again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and make sure to turn on the notification bell. Make sure to also leave your thoughts down below. It really means a lot, seeing what you guys think of the video, what you think of my opinion, what you think of what Gilbert was saying about, and where do you see Quant in the next year or so go. And yeah, with that being said, I love talking to you guys today, and peace.